standpoint with the postponement of tomorrow's game, what is kind of your reaction to it? Do you like having a little bit extra time? Would you rather have gotten back to it? I mean, how much time is too off? I guess just kind of looking for your initial thoughts on having a week off now.
It's just one of those years, Sam, you got to deal with it, whether I like it or not, I just got to deal with it, and we'll make the most of it. It gives us more practice time. Today was a great spirited practice. Tomorrow, we're going to treat it like a game day, a lot of live tomorrow, good play for us. So we're going to use it to our advantage. I would love to keep playing, but hey, we'll take the extra rest, the practice time, make the most of it, and keep our guys engaged this week. So we've needed some more practice time. And I think this is good for us right here. And tomorrow will be very productive for us to play live and clean some more things up. Thank you.
Rick?
Hey, JB. The extent to which you guys have used the zone, can you talk about why that seems to fit your personnel this season? And also just in general, the pluses and minuses of playing zone at the NBA level?
Yeah, look, the zone is helping us right now. We're second in the league in points per possession in the half court. A lot of that is, a product of our zone defense. I think we're playing roughly 20 possessions of zone right now. So for our personnel, our team, to me, I want to be more disruptive. I want to keep teams guessing. I want to keep them off balance. I don't want to throw the fastball every possession right now. We're going to throw a changeup. We're going to throw a curveball. We have a couple, not just zone. We're pressing a little bit as well. So we have some different coverages. And I think overall, it's just making our half court better in general. Overall, the challenge in zone in the NBA is the number of threes you give up. But in general, our philosophy right now defensively is to protect the paint, challenge all three-point shots. And the zone is doing that for us. I'm not going to get into the specifics of our zone, but we're doing a really good job protecting the paint, challenging threes. Obviously, Toronto shoots a number of threes, so they challenged us. But, the zone allows us to protect the paint. The challenge is rebounding out of it and contesting threes out of it. So, we're going to continue to mix it up throughout games, keep teams off balance, keep them guessing, be the aggressors defensively. And I think that's what this has provided for us.
When you mentioned rebounding, I've heard college coaches talk for a long time about how just by the nature of covering an area rather than a person, it causes some tumble down effect with your ability to rebound. Is there anything you've done in particular to try to mitigate whatever that causes?
Well, what I do like about the zone rebounding wise, Rick, is that we have our big at home for the most part, that the big is back at the rim, that we're keeping our biggest bodies at or near the rim. So I don't think we're getting hurt as much as I anticipated on the board in the zone because the big is where he needs to be. In man, obviously, he could be in scramble mode as well. That's what I found the last couple of years, that we've had to scramble so much defensively with our personnel that it's forced bigs out of their area and it's left smalls against their bigs at the rim. As I watch our zone, it doesn't mean our big can't be in rotation out to the corner. That does happen at times, but in general, our big is back at the rim. I'm talking about Biz, PJ, Cody, and that's going to allow us to rebound better out of the zone. But to answer your question, I mean, you don't necessarily have a man. That's the challenge. When shot goes up, I don't necessarily have a man. I'm going to have to find a body. But I think in general, whether we're man or zone, we have to do a better job of finding bodies, being more physical. This is old school box out right now. I mean, we're a team that has to go back to the fundamentals of boxing, checking out, sandwich rebounding, and that's just how we're going to have to do it.
Were you wary initially of the idea of playing so much zone?
No, I wasn't. I didn't know we would play this much of zone, but because it has helped us and the numbers and what I see on film, it's been extremely disruptive. It's not perfect, but it's been extremely disruptive. So I didn't anticipate playing so much zone, but I'm not surprised at the results.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Rod? Hey, JB, going back to practice a little bit. Yesterday, you mentioned that you guys were doing some, I guess, addition to your fourth quarter packages and just doing in the game stuff. Was that something you did again today? And how much do you guys need that to kind of get you to where you want to get to over the hump in fourth quarter situations lately?
Yeah, it's huge for us. I mean, last year we won the most one possession games in the NBA last year. And we worked on it a lot. We had more time last year, even from early on, we had our go-to stuff. We just haven't focused on it a whole lot this year. There's been other priorities that we focused on, new personnel, new sets, where's the ball going? Obviously, the addition of Gordon changes our fourth quarter package. And, I've got to figure him out where he likes the ball, how to get him the ball. Obviously, Tay's a part of that. Terry's a part of that. And LaMelo could be a part of that as well. So trying to figure that out. Yesterday was a really good day for that. We spent a lot of time on our fourth quarter package, our execution. We'll do it a little bit more tomorrow as well.
And then the follow-up,
as you close games, look, we've not closed together. We're learning on the fly, right? We're learning on the fly. But I think there's some things that I found last year that really helped us, that we were a very good clutch team, the last 5 minutes of the game team, because we knew what we were running, we knew what we were executing. And obviously you got to make shots down the stretch. That goes without saying. But we want to make sure that our guys know what we're looking for in those situations. And I think this week's going to allow us to become more efficient in those periods of time.
And a quick follow, you mentioned Gordon. How do you determine whether it's him with the last shot, Devontae, Terry? Like, how do you figure out, the coach, who gets the last shot, I guess?
Yeah, look, going into a game, I have my different sets that I'm going to go to for each guy in the game. And then it's just gut feel, as the game's going just down the stretch. It depends on a matchup, how a guy's rolling. And a lot of it's dictated by what I see in the matchups, down the stretch, and then going to those strengths. But no matter what, Gordon will be a part of those, sets. And obviously Tay and Terry are a big part of that, as we saw last year.
Thank you.
Jacob?
Yeah, Coach, this is Jacob with USA Today. Miles and LaMelo have played about 3/4 of their minutes together this season. What kind of led you to tie their minutes together so closely, and what have you seen from the two of them together this season?
I think coming off the bench for both of them, in a lot of ways, it just naturally ties them together. Our substitution pattern, they come in for the most part together, and they're playing that early stretch. I like that combination. I think Miles is thriving playing with LaMelo. LaMelo's, finding him some easy buckets. I also think LaMelo's game has rubbed off a little bit on Miles as well. You're seeing Miles's playmaking ability. I'm really proud of his growth in that area. That's one area we've challenged all our guys, and especially Miles, coming into this season, his ability to make plays for other people. And I think the last game, if you look at the last Toronto game, he made a number of plays for other people. Off the bounce, hitting Biz at the rim, hitting Biz in the pocket, skipping it. He's another guy that has great size and passing ability. And I think, that's a credit to Miles, but I think part of that is, LaMelo's vision, his ability to see the court has rubbed off on Miles as well. So I like the combination of the two of them. I think it gets Miles out running, attacking the rim, and I think Miles is thriving playing right next to him.
Thank you.
Folks, we're out of time here. We're going to let JB go because we have Terry Rozier right around the corner here. So thank you, JB.
Here comes Terry right now.
Thanks, Coach.
This is Terry Rozier, everybody. Cleveland, Ohio. Thanks, Coach. 49er fan at heart. Browns supporter. Can I say that? Yeah, you can say that.